Hello, and thanks for joining me for Samuel in Springtime, where we're looking at the first book of Samuel in the month of May. Today is Saturday, May 29th, and this is the 29th chapter of the first book of Samuel. Disturbing is the character of David in this chapter. David's duplicity among the Philistines, specifically with King or Lord Achish, it knows no bounds. He is really got him convinced. The other lords of the Philistines, I guess Achish's partners there, don't really trust David and believe that he's still part of what they call the Hebrews, which they use in this chapter. They use the word Hebrew instead of the word Israelite. Israelite would be the more geographical identification of who David is, but Hebrew is a more ethnic identity. And they use that ethnic identity to emphasize that his loyalties lie in places that are not necessarily in congruity with the Philistines and their goals. Remember, David has been doing raids on other neighboring communities and claiming that he's been raiding the Israelites, and he hasn't. He's been lying. So he's lied so well that King Achish is really on board with what David is doing. He's been so impressed by him. And to me, it's just the servant of the Lord being so duplicitous. I think when Achish gives him just all these accolades, I think at some point I myself would have been like, actually, that's not the truth. But David perseveres and claims to be the person that Achish thinks that he is. So, at Aphek, which is a location, the Philistines get ready to face the Israelites in battle. And that is when the lords of the Philistines, those beyond Achish, say, no, we can't let David go into battle with us, because what if he betrays us, because these are his people. And Achish defends him. He's totally duped by David's duplicity. And Achish even calls David an angel of God. And I want to just unpack that a little bit, because that's part of the commentary. Nobody was literally, angel of God would go on just like a compliment. However, it specifically means that news or reputation of being a just arbiter of persons, like a good judge, has reached beyond the Israelite people, that Achish feels like David is a just arbiter of persons, a good judge. And so we see this phrase used and applied to David in 2 Samuel, which is the next book, and it's in the next month. So we'll look for that again, but that's the context in which Achish compliments David, saying that he is an angel of God, which means he's this just arbiter. So David's duplicity in this chapter knows no bounds, and it just makes me a little uncomfortable. How about you? This is not a very long chapter. It's a very short chapter. There's only 11 verses in it, so it's kind of abbreviated. But next chapter tomorrow will be a bigger chapter, and then we'll almost be finished with Samuel in Springtime, and we will begin 2 Samuel in Summer. You guessed it, more alliteration. So I hope you'll join me for that, but we will have 2 more chapters before this happens. So God bless you.